After a nightmare week, Charles Oliveira turned it all around with a first-round finish of Justin Gaethje. He may have won the wild back-and-forth headliner of UFC 274, but he still lost the title after missing weight. And it's now his job to get it back.
My team is great, and they have always supported me. We were all sure that we made weight on Thursday, so you can't take that away from us. I went into the octagon today to defend my title. I didn't have to get it back. The name of the champion is Charles Oliveira. We all know that.
The bout was supposed to be the ex-champ's second defense of the title. And while the BJJ wizard had finished his last 10 opponents, the Brazilian still had his doubters. Gaethje wasn't falling for it. But after an apparent calibration problem with the UFC scales, Oliveira came in half a pound heavy. Suddenly, he was the first UFC champ to be stripped of the title for not making weight, a fact he wouldn't let get in his way.
These things happen. You can't explain God. The champion has a name, and it's Charles Oliveira, and I'm going to shock the world tomorrow.
With Oliveira stripped and rendered ineligible to reclaim the title, Gaethje became the only man with a title to win. That didn't change a thing for the former interim champ.
Same mission. That doesn't matter. It's not going to affect one thing tomorrow night. I'm here to knock him out. I was here to knock him out before he didn't make weight.
After being wobbled early, Gaethje settled in for his usual chaos and sat the Brazilian down twice with his infamous hands. Like a true champ, though, Oliveira got back up and sat Gaethje down before taking his back and delivering his now trademark rear naked choke. With his 11th straight win, Oliveira is now the #1 contender for the lightweight title he never lost in the cage. Who he'll fight next is a difficult question, as he's beaten the top 3 contenders in his last 3 fights. But he has an idea, and it's not hard to guess who it is. "Hey, Conor McGregor," Oliveira said, "are you coming up, or are you going to run away?" Everyone wants a shot at McGregor, but the UFC's moneymaker has just 1 win from his last 4 bouts, and he's only fought 5 times in the last 7 years. Plus, there's another man McGregor's old nemesis Khabib Nurmagomedov has suggested. The Eagles' protege, Islam Makhachev, and with a 10-fight winning streak of his own, it's hard to argue there's anyone else who deserves it more. In the co-main event, Carla Esparza set a new record for time between title reigns after upsetting Rose Namajunas in their strawweight rematch. It's been 2,612 days, or a little over 7 years, since the Cookie Monster held the belt. A pity it was one of the dullest fights in history.
You know, at the end of the day, it could have been anyone's game because, let's be honest, not a lot happened.
After 5 rounds, they combined to land just 67 significant strikes and 3 takedowns. Namajunas outstruck Esparza. Esparza's 2 takedowns from 11 attempts beat Namajunas' 1. It could have gone either way.
Like, I think maybe just the judges wanted to see like a slugfest, like it was, you know, maybe previous fights or something, and so they weren't appreciative of, you know, good strategy and stuff like that. But like I said, I'm always in exciting fights. Like, I can't have, like, a strategic fight. Like, I gotta up this face, you know? Like, no, that.
Also on the card, Michael Chandler bounced back from his loss to Justin Gaethje with an absolutely brutal front kick to the jaw of Tony Ferguson. No one saw it coming, including Chandler.
Sometimes you throw something that you never, ever thought you would ever land, let alone knock someone out with. So it's not something that we train.
Ferguson looked in form after his 3-fight losing streak when he dropped Chandler in the first round, before cutting him from the bottom when he got taken down. 17 seconds into the second, though, Chandler's foot exploded under Ferguson's chin, and that was that. Michael Chandler's epic front kick earned him a $50K performance bonus, as did Andre Fialho's one-punch man style knockout. And Brandon Royval's win over Matt Schnell won Fight of the Night, after they packed more into 2 minutes than Esparza and Namajunas did in 25. In other UFC news, Daniel Cormier will be inducted into the Hall of Fame's modern wing as a member of the class of 2022.
I always said things like, like heroes and champions, they fade, but your legacy stays forever. And this is a part of my legacy, right? Even when my days are gone, and my kids and my kids' kids can always take their kids to Vegas to see their dad in that Hall of Fame.
The former Olympian was never a doubt for his induction, having claimed the light heavyweight title in 2015 and then the heavyweight title in 2018. But after a career of extreme highs and lows, DC knows exactly what the best moment of his time competing in the UFC was.
It's easy to say becoming the double champion, right? Because that is going to be my crowning achievement. But after all that, becoming the double champion was pretty cool too.
Outside of the UFC at PFL 3, Kayla Harrison disappointed herself with a decision win over Marina McNetkina. The two-time women's lightweight champ advanced her flawless record to 13-0 with a sturdy use of clinch work, grappling, and takedowns. McNetkina survived though, and Harrison went the distance for just the second time. In the co-main, two-time PFL welterweight champ Ray Cooper III lost an upset unanimous decision to Carlos Leal. Not only did Cooper miss weight and then lose, he now has -1 point in the division standings. Leal, on the other hand, won his 11th straight fight and was awarded 3 points. Former UFC champ Anthony Pettis finally earned his first PFL victory with a win over Miles Price. The W came via a slick first-round submission that scored Pettis 6 points, rocketing him into first place on the current lightweight standings. And Rory McDonald wasted no time in his 2022 season debut, defeating Brett Cooper via a first-round submission. The 2021 welterweight semifinalist and former UFC title contender scored his 9th career submission and a quick 6 points. In other results, Ryan Bader decision checked Congo in their rematch to retain the Bellator heavyweight title at Bellator 280. It was a fight without fireworks, unlike the co-main event, where Yoel Romero bludgeoned Alex Polizzi for 3 full rounds before getting the knockout with 1 second to go in the fight. And at EFC Fight Night 2, in Casamulo Zulu and Jean Souza booked themselves an immediate rematch after 3 rounds of hell that had both men rocked and bleeding. The bout ended in a split decision draw, meaning neither will get the shot at the title they wanted. Thanks for watching. And remember, if you want more fight sports in your life, just hit the subscribe button.